So let's move on to part three of our movie, and that brings us to the ultimate mission. Right. So that's part three of our movie. Now, after setting up the plan for myself and for my husband and the kids, and I decided to share this information with everybody who cared to listen. That's just the kind of person I am. If I see something that is really good, I don't know how to keep it to myself. I don't know how to hold information. Right. I'm always like, you know what? Come and see you. I'm an evangelist. Right. So I was really excited to share it with as many people that would care to listen because I knew there were thousands of people out there who were like me, who were looking for ways to save money, invest outside the regular TFSA, RSP, who were looking for something that could actually give them good returns on their investment. So I thought, why not be the mouthpiece? Why not be the one to share it with them? Right. And that's how I got licensed and I started helping people, educating them, enlightening them of the availability of this plan, helping them to set up their plans. And of course, in the process of doing so, I get rewarded, handsomely rewarded for doing it. Right. And that's how money started rolling in. That's why I said we're just getting into the sweet part meeting today. I mean, I made it my mission to basically spread the word with every single body that I knew. And before you know it, money started rolling in. Just take a look at my first 12 months sharing the good news of the hierarchy with people. I mean, in the first month, I made about $13,000 in commissions doing this. Basically, all I had to do was let somebody know that this exists, help them to run their numbers, and help them to set it up. And then the insurance companies reward me by paying me commissions. And these are commissions like in my first year in business. Some of you, if you came from my Instagram page, of course, you would have seen or seen any of my YouTube videos where I shared how I made 250K in 1 year. Basically, this is it, right? In the first month, 13K. By the third month, I had made $40,000. By the sixth month, I'd hit six figures. And at the end of my first year, I made $255,000 in commissions. Real money, guys, legal money, no hanky panky, right? And then from that year, like that year alone, from January to August that year, it was about $202,000, right? So definitely sharing this good news is rewarding and basically kind of transformed my path as a newcomer in this country, right? And that's how I became a multiple income earner, six-figure earner. And then, as God would have it, the second year I was even able to make more, and then the third year as well, make more than this, right? So this is how my life basically transformed from being a clueless new immigrant to becoming a multiple six-figure earner in Canada. And the cool thing is there's more, right? Because it was just not about this 1 year and this income that came in. This mission actually enabled us to, me and my family, when I say us, to be able to give more, to be able to help other people. I'm sure you guys are familiar with black tax. When you're out, there's always somebody needing something back home. And because you are in the abroad, they assume that you're probably picking money on the floor and the request never stops coming. But because I have been able to earn so much more money that I can actually spend, I'm able to actually help people. I mean, like I said before, I'm not sharing this to brag, but just basically to show you guys what is possible. These are like payments going out to different people back home, who need my help in one way or the other. Or this is a picture of my family members really visiting orphanages back home and giving them food stuff and stuff like that, which is basically what I wanted them to do for me at some point, right? These are basically you're able to help other people, and that gives you joy. That you're able to impact people's life positively. As a result of this opportunity, we've been able to travel more. This is usually like my favorite part. I love the travel. All right. We've been able to go on at least 4 cruises in the last 24 months. I mean, this was my first time on a cruise ship, Symphony of the Seas, and then, of course, going on Odyssey of the Seas, cruising on those gigantic, huge cruise ships, like the one they have in the Titanic, the real one, like a huge shopping mall where there's a lot of food, lots of fun, a lot of dancing, a lot of entertainment, a lot of enjoyment. And the fun part is you get to go with your family, you get to go with other people. This was right here in Mexico, an all inclusive, all expense paid trip sponsored by my MGA. I'll get into the details of what the MGA is later in this presentation. But the fact that you're able to travel to different parts of the world, cruising, touring Europe, touring the Caribbean with your team, with the family. It's really an exciting experience that mere words or pictures cannot necessarily express. But I hope you get the drift. Right. So that's it all on Great Way. Great Way is the name of my MGA, by the way. And like I said, I would explain how Great Way came into play in subsequent slides. Right. So we're able to travel more. We're able to earn more. Like I said, my first year I made $250,000 right there in 12 months. By the second year, I made $350,000. And by the third year, which is this year, as at August, I've made about $300,000 doing this business. I've not had any regular job, normal job since I came into Canada. It was me discovering this thing and then spreading the word. And then that became my business. That became my mission. And that has been very, very rewarding. And that's why I'm coming to share it with you too. Right. It has enabled us to be more in terms of personal development, to be better leaders, getting so many awards and recognition, having to tackle a lot of challenges, helping to grow a theme, start building a business has actually enabled me to discover strengths that I didn't know that I have, talents. I mean, I literally am now a content creator and a graphics designer and so many other things like that, right? As a result of this business, right? It enabled us to have more, like we are able to get our dream home within 2 years of being around in this country, drive the latest model of a car. And like I said, it's not really all about these things, but I just need to share this with you to see what is possible just by taking advantage of an opportunity, right? This business literally turned our lives around for good, and I'm sure that it can do much more for you, right? And this brings us to the last part of the movie, part four, which talks about the ultimate calling.